Okay, folks, if you could raise your hands for the question. We'll begin with Jim Conlon, please.
Hi, Brendan. Your initial reaction after that result there today, were you disappointed to let a 2-goal lead slip in the manner way it happened?
Yeah, I think when you're 2-0 up, you'll always feel disappointed. But probably the overall performance, we probably didn't deserve much more. I think the players, they showed grit and determination. We scored 2 very good goals. But we're still searching for that stability when we're defending, and that's something that needs to improve if we're going to then go on and win games like today.
And even at Brendan at 2-0, did you feel comfortable? Did you feel that you needed one more to see out the game?
Yeah. No, listen, it's always a dangerous scoreline, 2-0. But and most of my time here, I would have felt really comfortable with that position because of how we can defend with the ball. And then when we haven't, we normally are very solid. So, but yeah, I just never felt overly comfortable. And obviously, when it got to 2 each, the momentum can really go against you. But the players kept fighting, and I was encouraged by that aspect. They're giving everything. We're just not playing to our level. But it might be different this season compared to the last 2, where we've started on fire and it's maybe just dropped off a little bit. Hopefully, this can be the season where we can build through and finish the second part of the season really strong.
And finally, for me, Brendan, just Jamie Vardy picked up a knock towards the end of that game. Is he okay, or is he carrying a bit of a knock?
Yeah, he's fine. He was obviously winded and was out of breath for a little while. So, but yeah, thankfully he's okay.
Thank you, Jim.
Cheers, Jim.
Jordan Blackwell, please. Jordan, you with us? Okay. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, go Jordan. Hi, Brendan. Can you hear me?
Hi, Jordan. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm on Rob's laptop. Mine's just shut down. Can you give me your thoughts on why you gave Hamza Chowdhury his first appearance of the season today, please?
Yeah, I just think we obviously needed a defensive midfield player in there, and someone who can. I think any good team has a bit of dig in the team, and I think he was able to give us that. His natural strengths of getting up to the ball, stop and play, and then giving it simple. So I just felt that his energy. He's one of the few players that hasn't played for us this season because Wolf has been around. But yeah, so I thought he'd come in. He did well for that hour. Of course, he tired because he hasn't played so much. But yeah, that was the reason.
And how do you improve the defence? You've mentioned the defence, but how do you improve it over the next 2 weeks? Because I think I'm right in saying that most of your defenders are away on international duty. Yeah,
a lot of them will be, but it's a chance for us to reflect. Just have a look at the performances, have a look at some of the structural things within the team, and I need to decide, is it something that we need to change the shape of the team whilst with the personnel that we have that allows us to defend with that more stability? Because like I said, I've always in the main been really, really confident in our defend and how we press the game. When we're in the moments of pressure, that we see it through. I just have a feeling at the moment it's not quite where I'd want it to be. So we need to do something about it, and at least now we have a chance to affect that, hopefully, and then bring those ideas to the players when they come back.
And just last one from me, if you wouldn't mind. What were your thoughts on Iheanacho's performance, his first Premier League start of the season today?
Yeah, it was certainly better than when he was here the last time, when he missed a penalty and stuff. But yeah, I just feel that he's a player that over a period of time, he's either created a goal or scored a goal. And his energy at the top end of the field, along with Jamie's, would pose a threat. Obviously, both guys scored, which was great. They worked very, very hard. It's just a shame that we couldn't defend our box better. Cheers, Jordan. Thank you.
On to you, please, Rob, and then we'll go to Nathan after that.
Hey, Brendan, just on the back of that, the switch to do the 4-4-2 today, was that to get Kelechi in the side, first and foremost?
Yeah, he can't play in another position. He's purely a striker, Rob. So, and when you play obviously with two strikers, then there's obviously a change then behind that. So so that's some of the things I need to look at, because of the types of players we have. Sometimes it doesn't allow us to keep the ball as well as we would like. So that's something that I need to look at.
Thank you.
Cheers, Rob.
Okay, Nathan, to the mail, please.
Brendan, can you hear me okay?
Hi, Nathan.
You
Yes.
got me. Slow start's been a bit of a problem, and yourself and the players have spoke about it. You get into a 2-0 lead. What was behind the drop off, do you think, in the second half? What can the players learn from sacrificing a 2-0 lead that you can use positively in the coming weeks after the international break?
I just think that we spoke before after the Napoli game, that when you get up in the game, and in particular if you concede one, then it's about managing the ball. Firstly, can you take the ball away from the opponent, keep the ball, and then of course you have to be really resolute in your defending. And we did in aspects of the game, but when it was arriving and coming into our box, we weren't so good at dealing with it. And that's been an area where throughout most of my time here, I've felt really, really comfortable that when we've been in those pressure moments, that we can deal with it. But it wasn't so good today. So that's something that, like I said, we have to improve on. So keeping the ball better, give the ball away loosely. But what I will say is, what I was encouraged again by was the mental strength of the players, because they kept going. When you get 2-0 down or 2-0 up, and then you get to 2 each, sometimes the momentum can really go against you, and especially with good players that Palace have. But we dug deep, we stayed in it, and before the game, maybe a point is probably a decent result here. But at 2-0 we should win the game.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.